In this video, we're going to think about converting between two different units of angle measure. So suppose a gip is a unit of angle measure where an angle measuring 1 gip subtends an arc that is 1/15 of the circumference of any circle centered at its vertex, which means that there are 15 gips in one full rotation. So let's suppose an angle measures 2 gips, and we want to know the measure of the angle in degrees. So first of all, let's draw a diagram of our angle here. So we'll draw our initial ray in the 3 o'clock position, and then since we have 2 out of 15 gips, maybe our terminal ray looks something like that. And then we'll draw a circle centered at the angle's vertex. And when we talk about angle measure, we're talking about measuring this subtended arc using some fractional part of the circumference of the circle. And so what we decided was 1 gip is 1/15 of the circumference of the circle, so we can mark off 1/15 of the circumference, and this angle subtends 2 of those portions of the circumference. So to think about this measure, the measure of this angle in degrees, we need to ask ourselves a couple questions. The first question is, this angle subtends what fraction of that full circumference? Or the subtended arc formed by the angle is what fraction of the full circumference? And since the angle measures 2 gips, and there are 15 gips total in a full rotation, that subtended arc is going to be 2/15 of the full circumference. And 2/15 is approximately equal to 0.133, and therefore that subtended arc is about 13.3% of the full circumference. Now we can also think of this in terms of rotations. We could say that this angle is 2/15 of a full rotation, or about 13.3% of a full rotation. Now, we know that there are 360 degrees in one full rotation, and this angle is 2/15 of a full rotation. So 2/15 of the 360 degrees is the number of degrees that this angle sweeps out. And therefore, the measure of this angle in degrees is 2/15 of 360, which is 48. So this angle has a measure of 48 degrees. And again, that's because this angle cuts off 2/15 of the full circumference, which is about 13.3% of the full circumference, and therefore it should subtend 2/15 of the full 360 degrees that are in one full rotation, which is 48.